Favorite project so far? I think I had the most fun doing the end of Hatchet 2. Because I finally get to kick some ass for once in my life. I'm not the victim, I get to beat him up and go to town. So it's probably one of my favorite endings of a movie ever. Definitely favorite ending of a movie that I was in. No, there's no script. I'm hoping to be involved in it. Adam Green called me about a month ago and said, oh, tomorrow morning go to the newsstand. There's a magazine in the States called Variety, which is like an entertainment magazine, and we were on the cover, so that we were greenlit, which means they're so excited they want to make another one. So I hope Adam's going to write it, and I hope he's going to direct it, but he has not been set yet. So that's nice. Thanks, Jake. Hi. You know, I said like, oh, I'm gonna come back because Mary Beth lives. I'm like the only one that's alive, and of course Victor Crowley is alive because he's a ghost and he's a repeater. You can't kill a ghost, right? So I've heard a little bit about Adam's ideas. If he were to be the writer, what sort of would happen, and hopefully I'll do it. And I'm excited to do it if they offer it to me. You know, I had something years ago, and I gave it to my cousin, and he just found it, and it's 24 years. There was a scene in Halloween 5 that was cut out, and it was when I'm in the laundry chute, Michael Myers is stabbing through with the knife, and you show me screaming, and then you don't see what happens. And then when I get out of the laundry chute and fall onto the floor and then go running out of the room, I'm sort of tripping and I'm holding my leg. It's because in the movie, he stabbed through my calf, but because I was a kid, they didn't want to show it in the cut of the movie, so they cut it out. So I have, soon to have, because he just found it, the fake leg, basically. That's like, I have a little glittery ballet slipper and tights that are ripped and a ribbon and a big hole through the leg with blood all over it. So that's one of the mementos that I have. I love Damon Wayans and Halle Berry. Bruce Willis is, he is a bit of a punk, a little bit. I don't know if you know, he would kind of mess with me a lot. I'm not sure if it was because we were supposed to have that relationship in the movie, and we were supposed to not really get along, so I think he would just, like, fuck with me, basically. He would, like, throw food at me, and so, but I think he was just messing with me.
We're going to go back to Galaxy of Terror. Roger Corman wanted me to do the role, and I said, okay, I'll do it on one condition. And he goes, you're not going to get any more money. I said, I don't want any more money. He said, what's the condition? I said, I want to do it completely silently. And he goes, why? And I said, have you read that crap? And he goes, oh yeah, okay, do it silently. And so that's what I did. However, the director forced me to say that one cheesy line, I live and I die by the crystals.
I live and I die by the crystals.
God, I hated that. But you know, you do a lot of stuff you hate, so the check cleared the bank and it was okay. People have kind of identified favorite lines along the way, and I think one from House of a Thousand Corpses is, take some fried chicken home to your mama, that way I won't have to come over this counter and put my boot all up in your ass.
Hand over the cash box and I might leave your brains inside your skull.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ski King. Why don't you just take your mama home some chicken, and then I won't have to stuff my boot all up in your ass.
I don't like chicken, and I hate clowns.
Too long. It was actually, the clown makeup was fairly easy to do. Rob created the look, okay? So it was pretty easy to do. The thing that took all the time was the tattoos on the arm and the fingers, because those all had to be drawn on and colored in every day. So it was about an hour and a half. The worst thing about the makeup was the teeth, because they put that on with grease paint and Fuller's Earth and Spirit Gum. And it would take me 45 minutes every night to just brush that stuff out of my teeth. It was great. I went through like 2 toothbrushes just doing that movie. And then when we did Devil's Rejects, they got a guy to make a prosthetic that I could just put in. So that was just uncomfortable, but you know, at least at the end of the day, I could take it out and it was over and done with it.
Brown, case 70032. Charge is possession of narcotics with the intent to distribute. How does your client plead?
Your Honor, she wishes to stand mute.
Very well. Detective Varga.
Dargis, Your Honor.
Sorry. You were the arresting officer in this case?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And do you have a bail recommendation?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And that would be?
Based on the defendant's prior conviction and the extreme possibility of flight due to the occupation, the state requests a bond of no less than $25,000.
And the people are fine with this? I'm gonna set bond at $10,000 and set the date of August 21st for the prelim.
Your Honor, when will that be?
That's 6 weeks from now, Miss Brown. We'll continue this matter then. Owens, case 72242. Charges possession of a concealed weapon and striking an officer. How does your client?
I thought it'd be 25. Man.
My client would like to...
The way I got the job was very interesting. I got a call at my home from Quentin Tarantino. I don't know how he got my phone number. It's like when you're Quentin Tarantino, it's like you're in the CIA or something. You can just get information on anybody. And so he called me at my home and he said, I get it. You don't want to play any more stupid heavies. I've written this role for you. You will play it. I will not take no for an answer. I said, okay, boss. So that was set in stone. That would, we would do that. And he did not tell Pam Grier that he had cast me in that role. Pam Grier and I have done 6 pictures together, and we were really good friends. And when she showed up and saw me there in the judge's costume, she just started laughing uncontrollably. She fell down on the ground. And we hadn't seen one another in a very long time, but it was like we had just had lunch together the day before. Samuel L. Jackson was also in that scene, but he was just sitting in the back of the courtroom watching, okay? And he paid me one of the greatest compliments that anybody has in a very long time. He said that when he decided to come to Hollywood and become an actor, one of his goals was to work in a film with me. And I went, wow, okay, somebody's been paying attention. So that was very, very touching.